Hello, 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 and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, bringing you the latest exclusive breaking news, previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between. I am your host, James J. As always, starring Kaliko Yachts.
SummerSlam weekend? Question mark. Happy summer, everybody. What is up with all my peoples? What's up, Jay? What's up, Scoot?
And also featuring Mitch Mayhem, who's not here. It's a 50-50 shot that he might actually come. Well,
He looks like he's on his way.
and always starring Scooter Dust.
Welcome to the ThunderDome.
Dun dun. Yeah. I believe that was the theme song for Thunderdome. I mean, it was the first thing I thought of.
I was thinking Tropic Thunder when they said Thunderdome.
I was thinking Mad Max. I'm like, we don't need another hero. Don't flag us for that.
Tina Turner. We don't need another way home. Yeah. Man, damn. Giving my age away right there.
It's a great day for wrestling, and maybe a great day for WWE as well. As they finally unveiled the WWE ThunderDome yesterday on SmackDown.
Thunder.
Thundercats. Oh, and that is on Hulu. Just topic.
Did you just call me a Thundercats hoe?
Hell yeah, because the Thundercats are in the house. That's a whole nother topic. But back to your Thunderdome there, James.
Yeah, this is it was announced last week, and now we're actually there. Amway Center, and on Thursday, Scooter was actually part of a test run. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about your experience on that? But before that, Mitch Mayhem has made it. 2 minutes late, but he's here.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, my phone took a fucking shit. I gotta get a new phone, so you can only get a hold of me on like Facebook Messenger and Twitter sometimes, and my email. So yeah.
All right. So, logging into the Thunderdome, you signed up for the sneak peek, and they send you a link, and they tell you can only click the link once.
Really quickly, like I inquired in on it, and there was too many requirements for my situation. I was like, fuck it, and there was too many people trying to get in on it. So
yeah, registration closed, but
yeah,
the sneak
like
peek.
After an hour.
The sneak peek was open, and I got the link, and I waited till literally about 5 minutes before, and it kept taking me to what looked like an error page, but it said please stand by. So I wasn't exactly sure if it's
relatively new, yeah.
Or hold on, if it was working or if it wasn't. So I decided I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna close it out and click the link again. And what do you know? It gets me in. They were doing 4 matches, and I ended up joining right after the first match. No, I'm sorry, 3 matches. And the second match was a tag team match between Caden Carter, Casey Catanzaro, and I forget who the opponents were, but they came out to other wrestlers' music. Caden and Casey came out to Sasha's music.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's stupid, dude.
Well, that sounds like
Like
it
video
sounds
game
like
shit.
probably for Sasha, just a test run, just to see how the music went.
They were they were most likely testing
Probably.
for the music for SmackDown.
I mean, it was a test run.
Yeah, and
yeah, okay, go. When you're done, let me know. I've got a few things.
I let me finish this. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, people are getting moved around on the screen. It's really, really laggy.
Really?
Really laggy. And they said, if you're ever part of the Thunderdome audience, watch the Thunderdome feed because the television feed will be delayed.
Yep.
Great.
All right.
All right. And then after the match ended, they sent us back to the placeholder screen. Somebody would come on and tell us, the instructions and whatnot and everything. And then the third match was Ridge Holland from NXT coming out to Shinsuke's music, and his opponent coming out to the New Day's theme, Mansoor.
Oh my God! They took him out of Carbonite.
Hey, at least he Mansoor International Tour.
And then during
he couldn't really do another show because they're not doing the Saudi Arabia show. So, he only wrestles twice a year, and they needed to fill up one of those dates.
But during the Mansoor Ridge Holland match, I got to see myself right in the dead center of the screen, which I'll admit that was pretty cool. Again, all still very laggy. And they had two guys on commentary who admitted they didn't know what they were saying.
Oh, good Lord.
And we're like, we heard, speak up? Okay, boss.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
This is like the shitsville of this is the worst time in WWE history. I really feel
That's not like a mic check.
It's a mic. Yeah, it's a mic check.
I'm just saying. Overall, this is a bad time.
It's
not just that. I'm talking about Renee Young leaving. We'll get into that later and other stuff. I'm just saying. It's a bad time for WWE.
Overall, I can see it being a fun experience if they tailor it a bit more, but I can see a lot of people ruining it for the rest of the fans before anything else, because eventually somebody's gonna try to whip their dick out. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's eventually gonna happen.
And then they're gonna get themselves banned for life. I mean, you think that's smart? I'm just saying that's stupid as fuck.
There's always that 10%.
Yeah,
it's the 10% rule.
But those people need to be banned from any publicity.
On SmackDown last night, though, there was somebody in a friggin' ski mask.
Oh, Jesus.
And given what's happened with with Sonya Deville, we'll talk about that.
I'll let you talk. I have news items. Let me know when I can talk about.
One of the main rules is if they can kick you off for any reason.
Yeah.
So
you're on their platform.
If you're trying to participate in the Thunderdome,
you have to sign something.
Don't think of yes, you do.
Okay. That's what
you don't think about wearing an AEW shirt. Don't think about inappropriate. At least try to cover up the fact that you're not wearing pants like I did.
Maybe it's just me and my age, but if you're dealing with especially a company, you want to present yourself as at least trustable to not go fucking crazy or AWOL. on their fucking program. I'm just saying. Like,
Well,
I mean,
But the problem is we're in that TikTok age where people
yeah,
are willing to do anything.
there are some young
People
stupid
are
kids.
willing to
Yes.
do anything for likes.
Yes.
So
No,
that's
you're
the
right.
whole point.
You're right.
So
You're
I get-
absolutely fucking right. I get what you're saying. I'm
I
just saying,
believe-
my age, like me, I don't. I think that's so stupid and counterproductive. It makes you look like an asshole, in my opinion. But some people are like that. You're right.
I do have to say though is that I yelled for the beer guy and I got a beer.
nice.
Wow.
That's different. I heckled and that's communicating with the wrestlers and getting involved. If you
No,
like yell and
That's
stuff.
what I'm talking about.
I said I was like, hey, beer guy, beer over here.
That's different.
I got it.
Now
Okay, well, I'm
that's a
just saying
hero.
that, especially in person,
Yeah.
like you're supposed to heckle and yell at the wrestlers.
Now
Yeah.
let me ask you one question, Scooter. You said it was lagging. Were you like able to watch the match and like know what happens and follow it and enjoy it?
The
There's just
audio,
substantial lag, I think he's saying.
the audio for the match was fine. The video could not keep up.
Okay.
So that's
James,
gonna run
and
into
it's-
some issues.
That makes sense because it's like they're trying to do what the NBA. Because what the NBA does is they allow people to watch it, but they're just standing still. So they're trying to actually make it, from what you're saying, is more of an interactive front. So of course they're going to have that issue. But how do you think that lag could be because they're trying to catch people doing something stupid and they could cut it off before that? Because I know that like on TV, it's always like a 10-second lag for the audio just in case somebody cusses and they can edit it out. Do you think it's that, or do you just think just basically the server itself?
I mean, that plus watching it on like a laptop screen, it looked like there were people repeating in the same spots. Like there was like 6 versions of one person spread out somewhere.
I noticed that.
It was that type of. Wait, how did you?
I saw a picture on Wrestle Talk about like a
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were showing, but it looked like people were like repeating, and somehow people got multiple spots.
Well,
So that shows you how, like, really like laggy. I don't think it's a matter of looking for people doing something stupid because they're rotating people around the screen. So, and it's only one side of the arena. It's not the other side. It's the camera ready side.
interesting.
All right, James. If you guys are done with that, I have a few news items.
Well, we'll get to. I still want to talk about WWE and Amway Center for the foreseeable future.
Okay, I just want to kind of get it out of the way, but whatever.
Oh, how many things do you have to?
Like real quick, three real quick. It's not long at all.
All right.
It's like little 5-word sentences each.
Oh,
Three of
fair
them.
enough.
Okay. As I just said, Renee Young gave her WWE notice. So
yeah,
one of the most underutilized, voices in wrestling. I believe, in my opinion, I think she's gonna get out of wrestling. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
yeah, we'll
see.
talk about that in a little bit.
Rumors are that. Huh? Sorry. What?
Yeah.
Mox needs to knock her up.
Rumors are that Shane McMahon is going to come in and take the load off of Bruce Pritchard for Raw.
That is on the news agenda as well.
And rumors that Dominic Mysterio's name after this first match with Seth Rollins will be Prince Mysterio.
Which is pretty cool. And we'll get
Well,
and it's got the old crown logo from Ray's old stuff.
Well, because
Ray means king in Spanish, yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. It's fitting.
So yeah, that's dope.
Prince Mysterio. I like
I
it.
just wish he said Prince in Spanish though, but that's
That would have made more sense.
I get what you're saying because Mysterio is Latino. Yeah, he's.
But
definitely.
but that means we're going to be seeing a name change for Mr. Dijakovic.
How many fucking name changes? Is he in the witness protection program or something?
Wait. I'm sorry. I take that back. Since they're changing, if they're gonna call him Prince Mysterio, they're not gonna change him. But
I would call him fired.
if they keep him as Dominic Mysterio, be sure it's Dijakovic that's gonna get a name change.
Oh,
considering
so.
Considering that they both spell Dominic the same frickin' way.
You know what? I guarantee you they'll just make him Donovan again. They'll just go back to Donovan.
They should have never changed him in the first place.
Yeah, I agree with you. But that's WWE's overthinking, you know.
So, WWE is going to be at Amway Center for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, but no fans will be there for the foreseeable future either.
We're back to, our normal set,
empty.
what you normally see on a Raw and SmackDown. And with electric
But it's still going to be an empty arena.
With electronic fans in the
It's still going to be an empty arena.
Obviously, you have some opinions on this, Mitch, so what are your thoughts on this setup for WWE?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to, I would not thought you were stopping in the middle of your sentence. I thought,
No.
I'm having a blank. So what did you say again? Say that again. Sorry. I'm having a blank.
What do you think about WWE's new setup at Amway Center with the digital fans?
Okay. It is what it is. ThunderDome. If you're talking about the ThunderDome thing, or what?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's new technology. New technology. You're gonna have new, problems, new hurdles, things like that, growing pains. So it's gonna be like that. It's needed. You needed to bring the fans back in because without the fans in wrestling, you have nothing. So, and I think it showed for a while. I think we could see that. So, they need the fans back. We'll see how this works. I don't know. Like Scooter said, I only know from things of Russell Talk and what he just said of what we even have to look forward to. So, we'll see.
I think the most important question to ask is, what the hell does this mean for Raw Underground?
What? Say that again?
What the hell is this going to mean for Raw Underground?
Hopefully that will stay underground.
Oh, Raw Underground. I hope it fucking takes a shit and dies. I hate that shit.
What about you,
It's
Kaliko?
so stupid. You're not even going to make the guy who won it into a superstar. The Baba Tunde dude or whatever.
Nobody won anything of any.
Oh, no, the guy who stood out. The guy, that big dude in the fucking tank top that they had in a lot of the pictures for it.
Saba Kato, Kabasato.
Oh, I thought his name was Baba Tunde.
It was Baba Tunde, and then they.
Oh, okay.
They did change it to Hubba Bubba.
What about you, Kaliko? What are your thoughts on the ThunderDome and the Amway Center being the new home of WWE?
Oh, I just now remember something I was gonna say, but go ahead. I'll wait.
I don't think we got Kaliko here, so you could say it.
Oh, there we go. I was sitting there talking. God damn it. Anywho's, I'm just gonna say they kind of run Florida because they got that turnaround real quick. Honestly, you kind of saw it leaning that way because you remember when they would show the takeovers and the pay-per-views, and they would show the fan reactions of the people that were watching. So I'm betting you that's where the idea was kind of planted, and they kind of probably took a page out the NBA's book and was like, I want to go further with it on the digital scale, because you're seeing how not only with the ThunderDome, it's the way that they're for SummerSlam, they're doing access meet and greets.
Yeah, and those are sold out.
Oh, they are? I didn't know that.
They're sold out. So they're doing.
Wait. They're doing online meet and greets?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically,
Oh,
you
fuck,
get.
man.
So you
I
get.
didn't know.
So for $125, you get like a downloadable a conversation with the wrestler,
Right.
and you can and you get the download the video afterwards, and you also have the ability to purchase things. My only gripe about it is, as a person that used to buy these access passes, I wish that the autograph came with it per se.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't. So that's where I'm kind of conflicted with it, because I wish the meet and greet for like $100 is okay to me.
Yeah, the autographs should always go with it. That's like the baseline.
But for me, if you're going to charge $125 and it's only 2 minutes and they keep the content,
wow.
I mean, that's no different than the meet and greet in person when you're shaking the hands and you get to keep the picture.
Actually, if you don't get an autograph,
and you don't get an autograph,
nothing to remind some of it.
You can have a.
You can buy things that they'll autograph for you.
Oh, but I'm sure they'll let you buy. Yeah, they fucking assholes.
Yeah, I just wish that they gave. I just wish that they gave the autograph up.
Well, that's capitalism.
Especially,
wish in one hand, crap in the other, and see which one gets filled first.
I mean, it's a business. I get it, but
it's capitalism gone on fucking muck, dude.
If I were them, I would have done the auto, and I could see why they didn't do it, because if a lot of people jumped on it, that would have been a fucking lot of autographs. So I kind of get the balance that they have to pull. But
they want money. If they know they can get a certain amount, they're gonna slap $20 on that if they can get away with it. They want. If you ask them how much they want, the answer is always more.
But to me,
bastards.
But to me, I see them going this. I mean, this is it. Like, this is basically the only people that are still doing like face-to-face meet and greets are like
mom
and pop wrestling. Hear me out, because the wrestling store is still doing meet and greets. They're still doing where people can go line up, meet. As a matter of fact, next month is what's her name? Lisa Marie Vaughn. So yeah, so they're doing. I mean, people are doing it, and of course, it's gonna be like mask on. You can take your mask off for a little bit to take the picture, and then do whatever. But for WWE, I see the confliction, because they can't tour. This is a way to get people to want to be able to talk to them. Because, I mean, think about it. How many people who got kids that would want to talk to like a Braun Strowman or a Big E, and so on and so forth. So I see them going all digital up until the point where we can actually congregate again. But to me, it's not a bad idea. I give them an E for effort, at least trying to keep it within the social distancing, trying to keep people from getting sick confines, because they were kind of catching hell for allowing all these people to get there, and they're not testing, and then they're not, and people weren't wearing masks, and then they had a mini outbreak that kind of scared the shit out of them and made them change their ways. So whether by force or by choice,
I'm gonna forget.
The change is better for the people. That's just all I got to say about that.
Okay, real quick before I forget, this Thunderdome situation, I forgot. Damn it! I held on it for like 5 minutes, dude.
You gotta let him finish.
I mean, Kaliko was lucky he got 5 minutes with no interruptions.
My mind, the way it fucking works, that's why I interrupt when I do. I'm sorry.
Dude, you need a pad and pencil.
Seriously. I brought out the internet pad. Okay, hold on. I'll get back.
So, on the opposite end of that spectrum, WWE is going all digital, all electronic.
Okay. Yeah. What they're doing is basically they need to. It's by they're doing what they have to do to survive. We can't have fans for we might be in the new normal. This might not just last for a little bit of time and go back to a lot of people being able to congregate in public again. We might be in this for years, dude. And I've said that a while ago. And I really believe that. And so WWE needs to find a way to bring the fans in a way that is not dangerous in a time like this. And I think if this is the only way to do it, I've been waiting for them to drop something like this. Honestly, early in April, I was like, what the fuck? What are they doing, dude? I thought this would come back earlier. So I think they've been feeling the pressure of, people getting on them for, Renee Young quitting and everything that's been happening. I think they've been feeling the pressure and the low ratings. So, something is better than just sitting complacently, and this is good. I like this. This is a move in a good direction.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, AEW will be allowing fans to attend their shows at Pat Dilly's place.
COVID in my lungs. I have COVID in my lungs.
Scooter, your thoughts on this new thing that AEW may have is trying out?
Well, you gotta start planning the
Judas in my lungs. Sorry.
You gotta start planning the funerary services for those fans that are going to attend. We knew them well.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will see them in the next life.
I think I see why that's the problem. Like, as much as AEW needs that revenue, like WWE don't really.
No, bull fucking shit. They're
No. Allow me to finish.
That's not true.
Let him finish.
Okay.
Allow me to finish, because as a startup company, the first year you're already in debt because you're trying to make it through the first year to get to the second year to make money, right? They started the company last year. However, they didn't start actually doing
there's a difference
like TV shows towards the end of the year.
Calico.
So to me, I see the risk that they're willing to take, and there's people who are willing to do it. I mean, there's wrestling shows going on all over. I don't know how people it's up to people's comfort level, and do people feel like they want to go? I mean, you've given them that option. It's not a great option considering Florida is like, it's tampering down, but it ain't that much better. And to me, it's dangerous, man. You're playing with fire right there, and and it only takes one. It only fucking takes one. And that's when and to me, that's why I think that AEW shouldn't do it. Because if one person gets sick there and one person dies from being there and getting sick,
game over.
Calico.
It's curtains.
Real quick, dude, I hear what you're saying, but there's a difference in they don't really need to build up the first year because they have a billionaire at the helm. They don't have some like a fledgling little company like Hillman, like TNA, just building up, and they need financial support to succeed in like that. It's not like that. They have a lot of money behind them.
No, they got $400 million. They started with $400 million.
It is a business.
And I didn't say it wasn't a business.
What do you think? That Tony Khan's just gonna pay him?
I said it's a big business. Pocket? The person, for a little bit, yeah, he's gonna go into the red purposely. He even said it.
Bullshit, because he's trying to get them Jacksonville Jaguars.
He said it
back on that motherfucking field. So
that's
not his team. It's his dad's team, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's his dad's shit. That's not his.
That's my point. Like, money. They're adding more people, having less shows, not really, other than the TV stream and maybe merch. That's their only two main income right there. That's their two main revenues is the TV deal and merch. So they need that, because at least with WWE, they're too entangled in everything. So they got multitude. Granted, they're hurting too, but they got different ways of getting the money. AEW don't have those ways, so they're stuck with having to do that.
Next on the agenda, as Mitch alluded to, Renee Young is leaving WWE, and this is honestly,
Long overdue.
it feels like a big loss for the company because it feels like she has done she's been in every single position in WWE at one point or another.
I think you gotta listen to, if someone like that leaves, you gotta fucking realize that it's not the way it used to be. Things aren't going so great. The ratings are down. Everything is like the COVID is, yeah, it's rocked everything, but people are at home. They should be watching, they're watching more TV. They are. It's your fault, Vince, that they're not watching WWE
What
as
the
much
fuck
as.
does that have to do with Renee Young? I mean,
Because
husband's in
her
another
leaving is a
company.
symptom of how shitty WWE is right now, in my opinion.
Wait,
I
It
was just gonna.
absolutely has to do.
I would say that's more of a symptom of her wanting to spread her. Because to me,
No,
Renee
I
eventually was
think
going
this
to be
has been a
bigger
long
than
time
that.
coming, dude. And I heard there was some backstage like squabbles, and her leaving at this time kind of confirms that she was involved. So I'm just saying, there were some arguments I heard through grapevine.
So, let's start
Go.
with Scooter. What are
Yeah,
your
Scooter.
thoughts on Renee leaving? Do you see her possibly going to an
I mean,
AEW or just pursuing outside wrestling projects?
I mean, it's quite possible that the WWE kind of forced her hand due to the COVID admission when she was the only one who went public when WWE didn't even know about it, and it seems like this was kind of a resign or we'll fire you type thing.
Yeah, pressure.
And honestly, it may be Renee may go to AEW. I don't.
I see her going to like Hollywood, dude, or like something like that, like out of wrestling,
Yeah, I don't even
like a
think,
talk show.
I don't even think that. I think
Maybe her own show.
I think Renee might be done.
Really? You
Yep.
think she could retire?
No,
I
not
feel
even.
like she would go to ESPN because
That would be a perfect fit for her, dude.
ESPN was wanting her
Holy
a
shit.
while ago.
When you just said that, I was like, "Whoa, bing!"
So that's
perfect for her.
why I said she feels.
That's
Me, and the first time I met her was in LA. She had a Tupac shirt on and everything.
It
But that's a whole
does
other
seem
story.
like an ESPN broadcaster. You're right, dude.
But to me, the personality that she gives, it screams like ESPN. So
yeah,
to me,
you're right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You're right. I agree.
And that's why I said to me, either way, I felt like she was gonna go because she did everything. She was on the NXT,
right?
Fucking SmackDown. She
the
fucking
fact
Raw,
that she wasn't on the
backstage, had a
broadcast
show,
team,
like,
and I think she
like
deserved to
15
be on the
shows.
broadcast team. I think that was a part of the problem in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
there's one big thing though. Renee's contract specifically has a very huge no compete clause.
Oh yeah.
So, what was that implying?
she's not going to AEW.
Well,
but
it's timed, of course. It's like a 90-day.
No, it's longer for her.
Really?
Okay, maybe 6 months then.
I get it because she's a good-looking girl, good on her eyes.
Like I said, I think she's leaving wrestling.
Like I said ESPN.
I think she would be perfect at ESPN. When Kliko said that, it really hit me.
So, Scooter, you kind of alluded that WWE wanted her out. That it doesn't sound
It
like
fit both. It fit both agendas.
Because Renee actually had 2 deals.
Right.
An employee deal with the WWE that let her give notice whenever she wanted, and
you mean her Fox deal?
And her Fox deal,
right?
And that ended when the show was canceled.
Yeah. I was gonna say that already ended.
So, with some additional details, when Young contracted COVID over the summer, she went public about it without the WWE knowing.
Yeah.
The WWE's top officials didn't talk to her when they had it until several days later.
I remember.
And there was a source that claimed that others who got it at the same time, but Young was the only one to go public without the WWE knowing about it. Hence why
they got pissed.
The WWE forced their hand. A little bit of an analogy. I wanted in a job I had in 2004. I said, "Oh." I called out sick. I said, "Oh, I had pink eye," and they said, "Okay." And come back and like, "Where's your doctor's note?" Turns out I didn't have pink eye. Well, you gotta quit or we'll fire you.
They'll do that to keep people from tenure. They'll do that.
So, now AEW was the assumed eventuality, but I mean, AEW didn't know she was leaving until the story actually broke. So Mox didn't even tell. Didn't even tell Tony Khan.
And that says a lot. That says a lot.
That says a lot.
It's really none of his business.
Well, I mean, if the point is, if Renee
were to go,
wanted to go,
he would give the heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the vouch, so that makes sense.
And would have probably figured out something for Renee to get around the non-compete clause.
Yep.
With that being said, one of Renee Young's top shows that people best know from was Talking Smack, which it seems to be coming back with.
Coming back, go figure.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man.
Wait, what?
Spiteful motherfuckers. Yeah.
It's coming back?
Yes. Oh, you're leaving. Talking Smack coming back.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
This time with your host, Renee Michelle.
That is so fucked up, dude.
I think it's Karen Bryan.
With your host, Renee Dupree.
It's a Taylor Braxton and Xavier Woods.
Taylor Braxton. There you go.
And Xavier Woods. Good thing Talking Smack's coming back, Scooter?
No. Xavier Woods? No.
I felt it was better with
if
Renee
it doesn't
and
do well with the first crew, it's fucking dead, dude.
I mean, the thing that made that show really good was Renee Young and Daniel Bryan. I was
gonna say the Miz Daniel Bryan confrontation made that show.
Well,
I think what made it,
but since then it hasn't been the same.
I think what made it good is it wasn't scripted. I mean, they kind of got to go off the
non-scripted.
So
perfect.
That's why I think it was really good. But
yes, I agree with Khalifa.
I feel like with them bringing it back, they're gonna fucking control the fucking narrative.
They control too much now. They don't let it breathe. Yeah, they won't give people control, and that's the problem. You see it in the characters. It's too scripted.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how.
Xavier does it.
Xavier and Caleb handle Talking Smack.
I mean, Xavier, I'll give him a shot because as much I watch the up, down, down. He can get, somewhat on the funny side, but I just want to see them get more.
He's not like ha funny. He's like witty funny sometimes.
Right, and I want to see them get into the real. So. Xavier's got the mouth for it, so it's just a matter of how far they're going to let him go.
What about you, Scooter? Your thoughts on Kayla and Xavier?
I mean, I never watched. I never watched it to begin with. So
wow.
Yeah, I've only seen outtakes. I've never seen a show.
What?
I mean,
that was great shit.
Mm-hmm. It was great shit.
And there's a reason WWE's ratings are low. I mean, we have no incentive to watch things, man. We
people were, that show was really talked about on social media. Niggas was Like, because there's, you know what? Prime example. You remember when they had the women's Money in the Bank? The very first one, and Carmella won, and then they had the whole. They got to
From like
redo
16,
it.
17? Or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
what is it? Yeah,
Around
like
that?
right
That was,
around there,
that
like
was, yeah,
17. I want to
Okay.
say 2017. So yeah, you remember, and they had to redo it, and they put Carmella on Talking Smack, and I swear to God, that was like her
Oh, okay.
best fucking interview / promo I've ever seen in my life,
Wait,
because
was
you
that?
could
Oh no,
literally,
I'm not gonna say it was
you
with the
literally
when
saw
she had the
like,
rat with her when she had the
yeah, James Ellsworth. She had
Ellsworth.
to,
Yeah.
but she
Okay.
was on there and she was talking, and you could just see like the emotion and her being pissed about having to do, like, it was like there was, and you could feel like there was no script. You felt that genuineness from Carmella, from the fact that she was the first one, and I was like, yo, if they don't do nothing with that, and I feel like that's why she won again, because of the simple fact of that, and that was getting pushed on social media. And yeah, man, shit, that was like her best promo ever, and it was like off the cuff with her feelings, straight feeling.
Somebody that's not
It,
maybe as great with promos, Shane McMahon might be taking Raw off the hands of Bruce Pritchard. Um, it seems it was kind of rumored, kind of suggested that Shane McMahon didn't really have a backstage role when he first came back to WWE, but is getting more involved now. Like 2 years removed, 3 years removed. My question to Scooter and slash Mitch, um, do you think that if this does actually happen and Shane McMahon takes over Raw, that he will actually do a good job?
you know,
No, I hated the underground. Go ahead, Scooter. Sorry.
I mean, the underground's got nothing to do with how Shane McMahon will approach a show.
Well, it was his idea. That was his big idea to change
and,
Raw, dude. And it took a shit.
and
You are obsessed with shitting.
No, I'm just.
I mean,
That's
go to the
my
toilet
term
to
for
do it.
saying it, and it took a dive. It did not do well.
You want to continue, Scooter?
I think Shane McMahon is out of touch with wrestling.
Well, no shit. All the McMahons are, in my opinion. They need
And
Triple H to let him, in my opinion.
I mean,
I would let Triple H take it.
yeah, Shane McMahon just
Triple H is the only one who has his hand on the pulse of wrestling, I think. The others are so far removed, it's not funny.
Alright, what about you, Kaliko slash Mitch?
I just said, you not hear what I just said? I just said it.
I mean, he gets the shot because he's the big man's son, and that's basically it. I mean, didn't he? I remember when he first came back. Didn't he take over SmackDown? And they the crew kind of didn't like it, and that's what kind of got him the fade in the background the first time. If
yeah.
I'm not mistaken, someone like, so if that's the case, I mean, he's just getting a chance to show that he can do something to stay within the company. Because to me, I feel like it's going to be Stephanie for sure is going to take over that company, especially from the business side and the branding side. The wrestling side, the operations within the company. I mean, yeah, arrows are pointing to Triple H, but there's a rumor he could be dipping after like a decade, and
There's a
so
rumor that there's some beef between Triple H and Vinnie Mac.
so to me, that tells me that it's more of a toss up than what we think it is.
Vince will never give it to Triple H. He'll give it to Shane, if anyone, or Shane. Maybe Stephanie, but Shane first.
I feel like this is going to be going down the road of if you notice, I want to say the Los Angeles Lakers, because they're pretty much apples to apples with WWE in the sense that they were a family-owned company, and the family kind of runs the dynamics in and outside the company. I feel like with Shane coming in like that, I feel like it could be going down that road where it's going to be Shane versus Stephanie and Triple H. I'm not certain.
I thought it was already like that, honestly, behind the scenes. So,
I mean,
and in my opinion, Triple H was losing influence very recently, and because of everything that was going downhill. And instead of them giving more control to Triple H, they're going in the other direction with Shane. It seems.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see when that road gets there. But until then, I mean, let's see what they do. I mean, you're not going to be able to tell, like, that's a Shane idea. So, I mean, it ain't like...
I mean, with the Raw Underground, it was obvious that was a Shane idea. But...
And,
I mean, yeah, but...
I could tell. I'm just saying,
yeah.
Someone like us, I think they could tell. I could easily.
And lastly, last week we previewed NXT Takeover 30. Oh, it's actually going to be coming on in a couple hours. You could join.
What is it? Say it again.
NXT Takeover 30.
Oh.
You could actually join me and Scooter on the UNB.
Along with
Wrestling Network with Mitch
Why are you laughing, James?
On the UNBS Wrestling Network.
I'm gonna be there too, dude.
All right.
Couple matches added. Finn Balor, Timothy Thatcher, the
squash.
Six-man ladder match that were 5-man ladder match. Dexter Lumis is out.
Fuck.
Ah, damn, that sucks. All right. Me and Kaliko have a lot. We reveal a lot of the same shit. I've realized.
All I was gonna ask was, who do you think's gonna win, Finn Balor or Timothy Thatcher? But I think Kaliko just summed that up for me.
I mean, but you know what's the crazy part? People are getting pissed because Finn is not. People feel like Finn's not using his potential in NXT. But I feel like, but to me, I feel like he's in a good spot because he's the gatekeeper. He's like the gate. If you beat Finn, you're there. Like Finn ain't got nothing to prove.
Look what NXT did for Fandango and Tyler Breeze. They're back in it because of NXT. So.
I mean, are they though?
I mean, they're wrestling for the fucking title, aren't they?
I mean, they've been beefing with the NXT version of LIJ.
They're wrestling for the title in NXT Takeover.
And
in a triple threat.
I mean, the biggest controversy going into NXT Takeover in a couple hours is obviously the Velveteen Dream issue. God knows we've talked to death about that.
There's still investigation going on. I think.
So we're not going to talk too much more
let the lawyers handle that shit. Yeah.
But do you think Velveteen Dream is going to get pulled from this ladder match? Yes or no, Scooter Dust?
No.
If anything happens, it'll be like a few weeks. So they're not gonna pull him from any matches. I don't think they need him first and foremost. And regardless of what you've done, I think we've seen from past situations, if Vince needs you, he'll use you regardless.
All right, and that will conclude our news for tonight.